You should already know what this is. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. See, we're gonna get to the other stuff here in a minute. But what I'm always trying to get everybody to understand is everything is vibration. So before we do anything else, vibe. Yes, sir. What's up with it? Flower me. Blow TV, what's cracking, family? Yeah. We're going to take just a few minutes to let a few people trickle in. And then we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. And today the nitty gritty is going to consist of me going through the transits that we have going on. Me touching for a few minutes on the aspects that might be hitting you up. And then I'm going to talk for a few minutes about this new moon in Virgo. Then I'm going to talk for a few more minutes about this Mercury and Libra energy. And then we're going to get into the top 5 smartest signs in astrology, according to me. And I am a professional. Make sure y'all hit the like button as you come in my front door. And in doing so, understand that it ain't about ego. Nah, this is about algorithm. This just helps us expand the platform. That way, if you ain't trying to hear what I'm trying to say, at least let us get out to the next motherfucker who is. If you haven't smiled yet today, now would be the perfect time to do so. Right now. Danny, what's there? Brahma. What's happening, mama? If you haven't smiled yet today, now would be the perfect time to do so. Right now. Yes, sir. You done fucked up and clicked on some trill shit this time. Just vibe. Hey, it's the Astro Girl Quay. Evelyn, what's up with it? Yeah. Everything is vibration. What's up with it, Valerie? You fucking around with the flyest motherfucker in the whole cosmos. Yeah. I don't want to waste your time. We finna get into it. Got Venus square to Uranus this weekend. So a motherfucker might not be here for a long time. But it's definitely gonna get exciting. We're gonna talk about it. But first, get some of that vibe up in you. As many likes as I got people in the chat. Once we get there, we finna take it to the next level. But if not, why you here? You creeping? You swag sucking? Hey, we got plenty to give. Hey, what's up, Angela? Andrew. We finna get to it. Before we do anything else around here though, we gon' vibe. What's up, Connect? The motherfucking island goddess, Aries moon. Queen is in the motherfucking house. Monse. We got Mercury in now. I'm gonna be a Libra rising, so just for the quick. Yeah. We're gonna talk about it. Now let's talk about, let me turn this down for a second. Let's take a few minutes to talk about what we got going on cosmically. We got the sun. The sun is at 3 degrees of Virgo. right now. And for this next 28, 29 days, it's the little shit that counts. It's not about what you say, it's about what you do. It's not about what's projected, it's about what's produced. Some people will never understand that concept. But you do have to be careful because it is real easy to get lost in the sauce. It's easy to miss the forest for the trees right now. So, you got to do what you got to do for you. See, right now, in Virgo season, your health is your wealth. Yeah. Now, the moon. The moon is sitting at 29 degrees of Leo right now. And see, for this next hour or two, you got to watch your reactions because your reactions can be a little bit exaggerated. Let's give it an hour or two so you can think more rationally. See, when we talk about this new moon in Virgo here in a few minutes, we're going to have to get real motherfucking rational and real. There's no other way. Hit the motherfucking like button if you haven't hit the like button yet. If not, why are you here? Now, we got Mercury. Mercury's at 0 degrees of Libra. And see, when Mercury's in Libra, this is where if you want to get something done, if you want to talk to somebody, finesse is the best. No, you can't just go take it. You can't make commands. No. This is the type of energy where you make a motherfucker insist that things go your way. Now, this is in the retrograde shadow phase. And Mercury will go retrograde here in Libra on September 9th. All right? So, all of the most infamous shit that comes with Mercury retrograde is definitely going to be prevalent this time around. This is Libra. Old exes, they're going to call you back. You yourself, you might be the motherfucker hitting up the people that you used to fuck with. See, so many people are trying to portray an image. They out here talking about, I wonder if my ex is going to hit me up in Mercury retrograde, when the whole time they in motherfuckers' inboxes. Oh, yeah. They doing the hitting. See, you got to be careful with Mercury retrograde in Libra, especially in this shadow phase, because this is where motherfuckers will be smiling in your face the whole time they want to take your place. I'm talking about a backstabber. They smile in your face. Now, it's the motherfuckers that, oh, y'all are so cute together. Now they wanna tell your business. Now they wanna lie on you. Mars is in Gemini. Now they wanna lie on you. Now they wanna tell your business. Right? You got to be careful. Thank you so much for the donation, Danny. Thank you so much. I love you. You got to be careful right now. You understand? Because nobody's really aggressive with the way that they're handling things. Motherfuckers talking around you. This Virgo, this Gemini, this Libra, this messy. Organized chaos with 6 planets in retrograde. Y'all don't hear me. Now, by the time Mars goes retrograde on October 30th, Saturn and Pluto will have come out of retrograde. Because Saturn comes out of retrograde. No, Pluto will come out first. Pluto comes out October 8th. Then Saturn will go direct, or will start stationing direct on either October 22nd or 23rd, depending on where you are in the world. So, thankfully, we won't be dealing with that. But on some trail shit, Mercury's going to be retrograde. Jupiter is going to be retrograde. Saturn's going to be retrograde. Uranus is retrograde. Neptune is retrograde. Pluto is retrograde. Chiron is retrograde. So guess what? You can't really trust what's going on externally. And the good thing about retrograde energy is you know this. So the best thing you can do is focus on you. Man, they on some bullshit. The only thing you can do is keep it real with you. Now, Venus. Venus is at 18 degrees of Leo. And let me tell you about Venus, man. When Venus is in Leo, you gotta love the skin you in. You gotta be proud of the person you with. If not, why are you fucking around? And if you are proud of it, this is the time to show it. If you're proud of you, let them know it. If you the flyest motherfucker in the room, do your thing. See, this is the time for you to make somebody feel special, even if it's yourself. With Venus and Leo, make somebody feel special, man. Even if it's you. Because I promise you, the people that you're involved with, they just want to feel special right now. That's the trick to Venus and Leo. All the bullshit aside, motherfuckers want to feel special. I know I ain't a chip off the old block. Yeah. Monse, you say shadow period of Mercury retrograde has your car going off. I don't think that's Mercury. I think that's Mars and Gemini. Mars and Gemini is something that could cause car troubles right now. Mars and Gemini could definitely cause conflicts in transportation. Hey, we got the commissioner of the Vibe Tribe, Heather Nielsen, in the motherfucking house. What's cracking to the whole Vibe Tribe and to the whole PrIcElEsS family? Yeah, we PrIcElEsS now. They can't afford us. Now, speaking of Mars, Mars is at 3 degrees of Gemini. And with Mars in Gemini, there's plenty of energy, but it's all over the place. and things are moving quickly, not necessarily efficiently. Do you feel me? And so what you got to do is find ways to put your energy and your mind on things that can be completed quickly, because you can have talent in all kinds of things right now. You could get a lot of things done. But what you're gonna have to do is do a little bit of this, do a little bit of this, and then come back, do a little bit of that, do a little bit of that, and then come back, and then do a little bit of this, and do this, and do this, and make sure that you're staying versatile in your approach and staying adaptable. Because right now, if you get too stuck on anything, it's gonna end up causing a conflict. You get too stuck on anything right now, it's gonna cause a conflict. You know, Mars in Taurus. That shit was kind of frustrating. Things were moving really slow. So now business has picked up. You know, like on wrestling back in the day. I don't know if any of y'all watched wrestling in the mid to late 90s. But when Stone Cold Steve Austin came out, the announcer, Jim Ross, he always said, "All business is about to pick up. Here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin." And he coming. And that means he finna come down there and raise hell and do all kinds of shit. Now, Stone Cold is more Sagittarius, and he is actually a Sagittarius. But the example I'm making is man, now it's like, okay, we moving now. I want to do this, and 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 I want to do this. So do it. Just try to do things that you can complete quickly, so you don't end up getting spread too thin and not having the energy you need to complete it. So there's that. Thank you so much. I did like 26 or 27 down before I came live here, which just means I did 26 push-ups. I stood up for 26 seconds. I dropped down and did 25 push-ups. I stood up for 25 seconds, dropped down and did 24 push-ups. And I did that, you know, so on and so forth, all the way down to 1, you know. And that's my light day. Now, hey, it's Virgo season. Your health is your wealth. Now, Jupiter. Jupiter is at 7 degrees of Aries right now, retrograde. So you got to pay attention to what you're doing. You might fuck around and come up on an opportunity. You might have made a mistake that helps you even more moving forward. This means taking conscious action. That means holding yourself accountable. All right? Now, Saturn retrograde, 21 degrees of Aquarius. Saturn will probably be 20 degrees tomorrow. But with Saturn being at 21 degrees of Aquarius in that retrograde motion, hey, it's about your mindset. This is air energy. It starts with disciplining yourself up here. Once you start disciplining yourself up here, you'll start to help out your situation externally. You won't be so stressed out about shit. And understand with Saturn retrograde, hey, the world is going through some shit right now, period. All the way around. There's some things in your experience that you might have to reorganize. So the first place that starts is with your thought process. Don't start making fear-based decisions. Don't get into survival mode and go backwards. All right? Stay thinking forwardly. And then Uranus. Uranus is now retrograde at 18 degrees of Taurus. Oh, man. With Uranus retrograde, especially in Taurus, this is where you kind of get to see what you have. This is where you like, okay, this and this and this has went down over this past, 8 months that Uranus has been direct, or 7 months that Uranus has been direct. So now let's go see what we have left, or let's go see what we've collected, or let's go see what we have to work with moving forward. All right. And so this is a time to assess whether it be damages or assets, and see what you can do to help yourself out from this process moving forward. If you're here, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, stop hating. Now, Neptune's retrograde at 24 degrees of Pisces. With Neptune retrograde in Pisces in particular, and Neptune will be retrograde until December 8th. With Neptune in that retrograde motion right there, hey man, this is where you're being able to see things for what they are, see people for what they are, see situations for what they are, see yourself for what you're truly capable of, or what you've really been doing to yourself. And sometimes that shit is depressing, that shit causes confusion. Sometimes that makes you feel lost even more. So as with Neptune, you have to trust the divine part of yourself. The part of yourself that knows things beyond just this plane, and that stays in a place that's calm and loving no matter what. Now, Pluto is retrograde also at 26 degrees of Capricorn. Pluto is going to be retrograde until October 8th. With Pluto retrograde, hey, you better button down the hatches. You better toughen up. Things are going to get a little bit harder before they start to change. These are those final degrees of Capricorn. As we approach the anoretic degree of Capricorn, we come to one of the harshest places in the whole zodiac. One of the coldest places that's all about business. This is Saturn's domain. So as things start to come in that culmination, before that brings about such a profound change of pace and mindset with Saturn in Aquarius. I mean, with Pluto in Aquarius. With Pluto going into Aquarius, you understand that first, shit's gonna get a little bit harder on us. Like, it's got to. Pressure bucks pipes. So it's like this gas is building up. This Aquarius air is building up in this pipe. And as we approach that anoretic degree of Capricorn, that the harshness and the things that we're going through in the world, and this feeling like we're being controlled, or things aren't the way they're supposed to be, is just going to bring out this tremendous change of pace and mindset with Pluto in Aquarius next year. Hey, we're here. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to talk about it next week. We are here. Times are changing. Can I promise it's for the better? Can I promise we're all going to come out the other side in these physical bodies? Absolutely not. But I can tell you that Neptune sextile to Pluto. Even today, Saturn square to Uranus. We got Pluto going to come in next month, or in about, 5 weeks is going to come out of retrograde, and it's going to start going within the next year. It's going to go through 26, 27. It's going to go from 26 to 27 to 28, 29 degrees of Capricorn, and then it will bust into Pluto in Aquarius. And that's a change. I promise that's a change. The people are going to move differently. So, you better toughen up. If that shit ain't good for you, you need to leave it alone. If it ain't going to help you grow, if it's holding you back, if it's too stressful, hey, it ain't worth it. Capricorn is an efficiency expert. That's how they're able to make it to the mountaintop. Hey, man, we saving, we conserving. And that's why Mars is exalted in Capricorn, because Mars is exalted in Capricorn because Capricorn knows how to regulate energy. So right now, hey, man, it's not no ifs, ands, and buts. This isn't me even having to be predictive, because the universe is telling you straight up, you better get tough. You better get tough. Because these times that we're coming to are unprecedented. Now, Chiron. Chiron is also retrograde, 15 degrees of Aries, and Chiron will be retrograde until January. With Chiron retrograde in Aries, guess what, bro? If you want your life to change, you got to change. You want your situation to be different, you got to move differently. You want to have better relationships, be a better person. You want more money, hustle harder. You want to have more fun, get out and do something. You need more friends, stop sitting at the house, meet somebody. You want to get closer to God? Spend some time with yourself and meditate. Like, it's plain and simple. With Chiron here in Aries, all those changes that you want start with you. Starts with you taking action. Now, the black moon Lilith is in Cancer at 14 degrees. And with the black moon Lilith in Cancer, as I've been telling y'all for the last few months, you got to be careful. It's real easy to catch feelings. It's real easy to catch feelings. It's also real easy to catch yourself getting triggered by some shit that you normally wouldn't let bother you. And then also right now, you see in social media, in groups, you kind of see Cancer getting trashed. In the sign Cancer getting trashed in zodiac communities and in the world out here. It's kind of funny that that's happening at the same time that the black moon Lilith is in Cancer. But you know why they don't like that? Because they don't like the emotional and vulnerable part of themselves. They're scared of their own sensitivities. So when Lilith is in Cancer and people are afraid of their own sensitivities and vulnerabilities, what do they tend to do? They lash out. They lash out. They come and play passive-aggressive games. So when you look at this right now, just understand that it's really up to you to be aware of your own triggers. You cannot help but have emotions. You are a mammal, a human, ape mammal creature. But Rasta's World, what's up? Love you, bro. Long time, or sis. I can't see right. Yeah, I love you, sis. Long time no see. But with Lilith in Cancer, you can't help but have emotions. But what you can help is letting your feelings control you. What you also can help is getting stuck in the past right now. Because you see a lot of people that with Lilith in Cancer, they tend to idealize the way things used to be. And you see people stuck in the past, and you see people dwelling on shit before. You see people holding grudges even. Like, but hey, it's okay to be grateful for the experiences and the things that you've been through along the way, even the tough stuff. But you being stuck in the past, you dwelling on the way shit used to be, you glorifying certain situations is not helpful for you in advancing forward. It's just not that helpful for you. So you got to do something about that. Now, the North and the South Node are at 16 degrees of Taurus and Scorpio. Amen. Chill the fuck out. Chill out. Take a deep breath and enjoy the life while you can. Because guess what? I want y'all to understand something that I just realized myself. You know, as Pluto goes into Aquarius in the next year or so, Neptune will go into Aries. The North Node will go into Aries. So, things are about to get real motherfucking fiery around here. Maybe even war. I'm being honest with you. I don't like to speak too deep on predictions, but maybe even war in the next few years. I'm talking about on a grand scale. With Neptune in Aries, with the North Node in Aries. Like I said about Stone Cold a minute ago. Business is going to pick up. So right now, you need to chill out and enjoy the life you have. Be grateful for the peace. It ain't that complicated. Scorpio is complicated. You're powerful. You can survive. We know that. But everything ain't always that deep. It's okay to find joy in the simple pleasures of life. It's okay to get the fuck up out the darkness. Yeah. Yeah. Oscar, I'm going to tell you what's going to get to Aries. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to give y'all a quick layout of the next 40 years next week. And I'm going to be real with you. I don't like to get predictive, but I'm going to be real with y'all. And it's something that I've been kind of been forewarned about spiritually. It's something that I've paid attention to astrologically. It's something that I've even heard other spiritualists and astrologers speak on coming up. All right. Pluto's going into Aquarius. Within the next 2 or 3 years, Neptune, Saturn will both be in like 2025, Neptune and Saturn will both be in Aries. So things are definitely going to be different in a few years. Pluto in Aquarius is going to bring out, through those sextiles, some big time changes. And that's what Aquarius does, but it's going to be radical. Radical. But as far as aspects that we have going on with all the transits that we just spoke on, the sun is still square to Mars. So this is Gemini in Virgo. So or Virgo and Gemini with the sun and Mars. So this is a lot of bickering. This is a lot of motherfuckers talking that shit, and people thinking they're smarter than everybody else, and some people kind of too caught up in what other people are going on, and then some people being disorganized, and it end up causing a motherfucking conflict. Like if you could just focus this energy in a healthy way, it would be extremely dynamic and productive, but it's really hard to do. It's really hard to do because this energy is incredibly mercurial. Now, Venus is also square to Uranus. And I kind of spoke on this yesterday, but I want y'all to know something. This Venus square to Uranus can wreak havoc on a lot of people's relationship this weekend. I'm going to let you know that because this is one of those energies where all of a sudden a motherfucker got a wild hair up their ass. Avec sans le voilà. How are you, Mathilda? But yeah, with Venus square to Uranus, it's like all of a sudden, motherfucker want to have their cake and eat it too. All of a sudden, they feel suffocated in their relationship. And good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, man. The good thing is this is Venus in Leo, square to Uranus in Taurus. So this could also be with Venus in Leo, square to Uranus in Taurus, where like somebody wants to get out and do something and the other person don't want to do shit. And it's like, man, I'm tired of doing the same. I'm tired of this same old shit. And that ending up causing a potential conflict. All right. Now, from a material perspective, this right here could be some shit coming up out of nowhere, an unexpected expense coming up out of nowhere. This could be you doing too much and now you don't have something else comes up and now you don't have what you need. This could be you fucking around and fucking up the bag. Alien Moonmon, what's up? Like there's several ways that this could play out with Venus square to Uranus. And we got a lot of squares going on today. So that means there's a lot of tension in the air. Squares, not oppositions, are the most harsh aspect. Sometimes I don't even consider oppositions harsh. Sometimes oppositions represent an imbalance that you need to address. Now, a square represents a conflict. Jay Montoya, what's up? So, with Venus square to Uranus today, man, You gotta weigh if it's worth it or not, man. Taurus is involved here. See if that shit is worth it. Don't let an erratic action fuck up something that was solid and for real. Air ain't gonna behave. Now, if you here, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button yet, why? Now, what else we got? Saturn is square to Uranus. Saturn being square to Uranus, you know what that means? That means people tired of the same old shit. This is where people are starting to like challenge the status quo. People are like, God dog, man, like this shit was supposed to be getting better by now. And so it kind of makes the natives get restless, which creates a tension in the air that could bring about some profound changes. But first, it's going to be a conflict. Now, what else we got? We got the Black Moon Lilith trine to the South Node, of course. Sextile to the North Node, but square to Chiron. So I'm gonna tell you about this real fast, and I'm gonna break this down simply since we got all this energy with this. The Black Moon Lilith is trine to the South Node, so guess what? That's that same old shit. It's easy to get involved in that same old shit. The darkness loves you. It can feed off your energy. It can thrive. It can create more fears that take away from other people's happiness. And it just keeps growing until it becomes an all-encompassing abyss. Or you can be aware of that. You can choose to be different. You can get real motherfucking focus on your best life. That's a choice you have to make with the Black Moon Lilith being sextile to Rahu or the North Node. That's in front of you too. It's a lot easier to do the same old shit you've always done, but if you're willing to put the work in, you can improve your situation. You just got to be relentless in that. Rasta's World, you said, what are my thoughts on Vedic astrology? I love Vedic astrology. I started out as a Vedic astrologer, but I'm not comfortable making predictions from a spiritual standpoint to people personally. So I had to step away from that. And that was years ago. And to be honest, the only reason I ever got so deep into Vedic is because I thought it made me different from other people, or I thought it made me seem more intelligent in astrology. And I'm not saying that Vedic is not relevant, and it's not, because it is. But most people say they're into Vedic or say they're into that, they just know their sidereal placements. They don't know anything about Vedic, because Vedic has a whole different connotation to it. You have to know the Vedas, and you have to be willing to study the Sanskrits to really get a real understanding of Vedic astrology. But as far as your sidereal placements, you know, I feel like they're definitely relevant in both instances. It's just you got to be willing to understand that when it comes to sidereal, that's more uncannily accurate when it comes to events in your life and you seeing the timeline of things matching up. Whereas in Western, it's a lot more accurate when it comes to personality traits and character development. So they both have their place. Now, the Black Moon Lilith is also square to Chiron. So you being stuck in the past, your own feelings is the only way, and your own motherfucking selfish, passive aggressive, emotional ass is stopping you from growing. When you're willing to be straight up, When you're willing to hold yourself accountable, that's when you can move forward. All right? Now, let me change the beat. It's time to change the music. We're going like this. Now, let's talk for just a few minutes about this new moon in Virgo. Because this is Virgo. This ain't that complicated. You need to get real with you. You need to stop wondering and worrying and start doing something about your situation. You got to find out where you need to be more consistent in your life. You also got to see right there. When are you going to actually go put in the work? See, one thing with Virgo is the devil is in the details. If you want to succeed as nice and neat as Virgo likes to be, they got to be willing to go in there and get their hands dirty, what they're willing to do. With this Virgo new moon, guess what? The universe is telling you, hey man, it's time to go to work. It's grind time. What can you do to get consistent? What can you do to improve your health? You know it all starts from that though, with the moon being in Virgo. It all starts with that, with you being real with you. You being real with you. Now, this is what I need to do. I need to get organized. I need to clean up my act. I need to think rationally. Yeah. What you need to do. As this Virgo new moon hits in the morning, after you get off the commode, after you get off the commode, because that's a lot of Virgo energy. When you got all that Virgo energy, that shit's probably gonna play a motherfucking, real motherfucking game with your bowels. Like that shit's gonna wreak havoc on your stomach. So, in the morning after you get off the commode, first thing you might need to do is stop eating shit that makes you feel like that. The second thing you need to do is assess how you can feel. You can start getting more healthy. Because if you can get more healthy, you can get more productive. Do you feel me? Also, start thinking about some type of craft that you want to perfect. What are you best at? It's time to hone those skills. What do you need to work on? It's time to get to work. Where you been slipping? No, it's time to get on point. Yeah. I don't think you hear me though. Virgo might talk a lot of shit, but Virgo's trying to keep you on point. Yeah. My baby boy's a Virgo moon. My oldest son is a Virgo rising. And they're hard workers. When they go to their football practice or when they go to school, both of them, that's one thing I know about them. Both of them are not going to get outworked by anybody. So when you fucking with Virgo, Virgo. Get real. Get consistent. Get real consistent. Get to work and pursue perfection. New moon in Virgo, simplify. We done with that. Now we're finna get into that top 5. Now, just so y'all know, I'm going to drop last week's top 5 in the abridged form probably tomorrow morning. It's already recorded, but I'm not happy with the audio, so I'm gonna try to clean that up. If I can't, I'm dropping it anyway. It's just gonna have horrible audio, and I'll have to get it fixed on the next video. But that's the top 5 most promiscuous placements in astrology, and we talked about that in discussion last Friday. And so I'm gonna drop the official PrIcElEsS top 5 most promiscuous placements in astrology tomorrow morning. All right. Now, this week, our top 5 that we're going to discuss today is the top 5 smartest signs in astrology. You feel me? And then, after our discussion this week, next week, we'll be dropping that top 5 in its abridged recorded form as we do a discussion next Friday. Do you feel me? Here y'all go, Libra. You are the top 5 smartest signs in astrology. And I'm doing 5. We're going to get this done quick today. I'm doing 5. And Libra ain't in the top 5. I'm telling you now. And understand, I want y'all to let's get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. Just because you're not in my top 5 right here does not mean your sign isn't smart. Because there are placements and there are aspects that certainly add influence. This is very vanilla, what I'm talking about right here. You feel me? And I'm just talking about signs right here. I'm not talking about placements or aspects. We'll go deeper into that another time. I'm going quick. I'm talking about the top 5 smartest signs. And as I go into these signs, understand that each one of those signs that I'm going to speak on here, they can all be number 1. That's why I put them in my top 5, because they all have their own unique way of expressing their intelligence. What's up, Visa? And so with this right here, this is more or less like what I see. All right. Look, Kane here. Kane here. This is what I see. Now, like I said, this doesn't take away from the intelligence of the other signs, because there are ways that the other signs are infinitely more intelligent than the top 5 right here. All right. Because there's spiritual awareness. There's, hey, if you're dealing with like Pisces knows musical space and timing in ways that some people cannot fathom. And sometimes like Cancer Moon people like that, like they understand art and painting and levels and layers of things in ways that a lot of people don't. And then there's some other aspects where some people are like, they know stuff. All right. So don't get in your feelings when you're not on the list, because my sign ain't on the list, and I know damn well we one of the smartest. Libras are incredibly intelligent, but Libras have and they have their own way of being really good at decision making, but they're not decisive enough in certain instances. And I'm not saying that Libra is not intelligent, but they're not in the top 5. So let's get into the top 5 smartest signs in astrology. And it's gonna be quick. I'm gonna go through the top 5. I'm gonna say why, and like I said, each one of these could really be number 1 because they have their own way of coming out and being sharp. All right. So number 5 on the list of the top 5 smartest signs in astrology, Sagittarius. Why? Because Sagittarius is the height of intuition. Sagittarius is wise. Sagittarius has an insatiable hunger for knowledge. That's why. Sag's intuition is scary. Scary. They know stuff that they don't even know they know. If any sign or 2 signs have direct access to the Akashic records, it's Sagittarius and Pisces. If you can get a Sagittarius in the right mindset, they don't not only understand what's going on, they understand why things are going the way that they're going. So, like, when you're dealing with Sag, that intuition, that wisdom, that understanding of things that goes beyond just mere words, that's what makes them number 5 on my list of the top 5 smartest signs in astrology. Sagittarius and their intuition. So, number 4 on the list of the top 5 smartest signs in astrology. We're going to flip the script. We're going to go to the other end of the polarity. It's Gemini. Why? Because nobody is more clever than Gemini. Nobody is more versatile than Gemini. Nobody is more aware Gemini. And Geminis love to read and learn, and they love to dibble and dabble, and they're willing to try different things, so they know a lot. My son is a Libra sun, Gemini moon, and he spits out facts all day long, like boom, 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 and I'm like, what? Like, he's one of those kids, he's like, did you know, and did you know, and did you know, and did you know? And I'm like, no, I didn't know. Well, fuck, you know what? I did not know that, nigga. For real. Yeah. Now, does that mean it's always applicable? No. But with Gemini, they're on the list because they're so freaking clever. They're so clever. They're a sponge. They're not just taking in words, they're taking in energy and feelings and expressions from their environment. And they're incorporating it. Just like that. Is it organized? No. But will you be able to outthink them? No. No. Never. Their brain moves too quick. Their brain moves too quick. They're too clever. If you got a problem, they got a solution. If you got a problem, they got a solution. Fuck around with the twins, you got the right one. If I don't got an answer, he does. Who's he? He's me. I'm trying to tell you. You can hate all you want. You can hate all you want. But the one thing you can't never do is box a Gemini in. You can't out-lie them. You can't out-think them. You can't out-maneuver them. You can't out-cheat them. So you can't beat them. The way that their mind works is intricate. And let me tell you something else. Both Gemini and our number 2 sign, they make amazing mechanics because they understand how things work. Geminis not only are smart right here, but their hands. Geminis know how to work with their hands. Their dexterity is magnifique. Yeah. Now that brings us to number 3 on our list. Number 3 on our list of the top 5 smartest signs in astrology. Virgo. Virgo is sharp. Much like our number 1, but different. Virgo is sharp, sharp, sharp. Virgo pays attention to all the little stuff that nobody else pays attention to. So Virgo knows the answer to shit that other motherfuckers never even thought of. It was there, but they just overlooked it because they was paying attention to everything else. With Virgo, Virgo is organized. Virgo, hey. The thing with Virgo is also, Virgo has amazing memory. Photographic. So they see something, they know what it looks like, they know how it was, they know where it was. Like when they come into that room, like they done categorize. When a Virgo comes into the room, they've categorized that room and saw where everything is in that room immediately. Straight up. So they know details about stuff that you didn't even pay attention to. You'd be like, hey, did you see my purse in that room in there? And you were like, they'll be like, you talking about by that black chair that had the tree on it, that had the bug crawling on the leaf? And you're like, what? Did you see my purse or not? You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, but no, but yes. And another thing is they like things to be crisp. Crisp. When you say precise, you damn right. Virgo likes things to be crisp. And they worry a lot, so they stay on point. They always worrying, so they're always thinking of ways to overcome problems. Very analytical, like you said, but it's because they worry so much about little bitty stuff. So because they're still worried about little stuff, they're always coming up with different ways and solutions because they're always going over different ways that scenarios can play out in their head. So they're like, this could happen like this, and then I could do this, and then you know what I'm saying. And so for them, they're kind of sharp and they're ready for whatever because they've already worried themselves into a frenzy and they've took care of the details. So when some shit really comes up, they've already took care of the details. And it's never as bad as they thought because they already took care of the details. So because they're so sharp, they're so on point, they're so analytical and critical. That's their smarts. And like I said, each one of these top 5 could be number 1. Virgo could definitely be number 1. Gemini could definitely be number 1. Sagittarius could definitely be number 1. Until we get to number 1 and you realize that number 1 can only be number 1. So, number 2 on our list of the top 5 smartest signs in astrology. Aquarius. Hey, it's because they have such an open mind. They're also intuitive. But Aquarius is open to the possibilities. And their brain just works differently. That's the thing with Aquarius. And they get these ideas. And you be like, what the fuck? And then they do it and it works. Another thing with the Aquarius, they make the best mechanics that there are, better than even Gemini. Aquarius makes the best mechanics because they understand of everything naturally. And if not, they want to figure out how things work. If you have an Aquarius child from a very early age, they probably took stuff apart. Mine does. They're interested in the intricacies. Aquarius is excellent at coming up with new solutions because their brain is open to different possibilities. And then you be looking at him like, man, why didn't I think of that? Because you couldn't. You couldn't think of that. Mercury is exalted in Aquarius for a reason. Because that's genius. Aquarius is genius. But let me tell you something. They say that there's a thin line between genius and insane. So that brings us to our number 1 on the list. Our number 1 on the list of the top 5 smartest signs in astrology. Scorpio. Why? For the same reasons that we said all of those. Scorpio is open-minded to a certain extent. They think deeply. Scorpio is sharp like Virgo. They're precise in the way that they take stuff. They're intuitive and empathic. So Scorpio is number 1. Because they also have emotional intelligence. Scorpio has tangible intelligence, spiritual intelligence, emotional intelligence, intelligence, all of that. Intuitive intelligence. But like I said, there's a thin line between genius and insane. That's why Aquarius is number 2 and Scorpio is number 1, because motherfuckers with a lot of Scorpio, they can be incredibly intelligent in so many ways, but they also be batshit crazy. Yeah. And you know what else? Let me tell y'all something. About the planetary energy. See, Mercury is exalted in Aquarius because of Uranus. Because Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. But, see, Uranus is exalted in Scorpio. So the highest form of your genius is in Scorpio. Mic drop. Yeah. One-eye prophet. You know, my nigga one-eye like my Uncle Billy Ray. And that nigga don't even put no motherfucking patch on his eye. But that's my nigga though. Shit. You're a gangster. AKB 727, what's up? Douglas Collins, hey man. Don't doubt yourself, famo. That's the PrIcElEsS top 5 smartest signs in astrology. Does that mean Capricorn ain't smart? Hell no. Does that mean Cancer ain't smart? Hell no. Does that mean Libra ain't intelligent? No. Leo. Y'all kind of be dumb though. Does it mean Leos aren't intelligent? No. Taurus. Absolutely not. The most intelligent person I know is actually a Taurus. They probably have Mercury and Gemini and some other stuff, but I definitely feel like every sign has their own intelligence in certain ways. But when I look at my top 5, I certainly made a devastating case. So I love y'all. And the floor is now open for the next 30 minutes for any questions y'all may have. Let's vibe. Hey, Capricorns are smart. Capricorns are disciplined. You got Capricorn fucked up. Cancers are incredibly intelligent also. One of the smartest signs that there are. You're not in the top 5. Pisces is capable of all things. Anything that any of the other 11 signs are capable of, Pisces is also capable of. So, hey, don't get that twisted either. Pisces understands things. Pisces doesn't just know things. Pisces understands things. And some people will never understand that. Taurus and Leo, pardon me. Taurus and Leo are just a little too stubborn sometimes. When a motherfucker don't want to hear what you're trying to say, because they're talking all the time with Leo, then that can be a problem. If a motherfucker don't want to, motherfucker don't necessarily say things out loud all the time, that don't mean they're dumb either with Taurus. Taurus listens more than any other sign. So you have no idea how intelligent some Tauruses are because they're always listening. I love Leo. I have more Leo in my chart than anything else. So don't think that. I ain't hating on Leos at all. The funnest people to be around. Some of the toughest people you'll deal with. Some of the best leaders. Like Leo is awesome. Just not in the top 5 most intelligent. Some of the coolest motherfuckers. Leos know people, just like Libras know people. Leos know people. See, look, you talking about Leo, you can't even spell personal. I ain't gonna fuck with you though. You talking about Leo should be in the smart, and you just misspelled personal. See, I ain't fucking with you today. Moon opposite Venus. I got Virgo in the 12th house, so I'm gonna see it. Moon opposite Venus. Taurus and Scorpio. You can't get relationships right. You don't trust anybody. With moon opposite Venus, that has to do with it, but a lot of moon opposite Venus has to do with, like, you have a hard time showing people who you really are because, like, you want people to love you, but you're also really shy and accept you for who you really are. But a lot of times, because of that, you do stuff that acts out of character instead of just being your own self and let people accept you. Why you saying bye, Monse? And you said a thumbs up. Hey, Valerie, you know I love you. You don't do that. Now, Libras are incredibly intelligent in their own way. People, I don't want anybody to take anything. Libra is, understand, Libra is the cardinal air. But if it came down to something that required you to make quick decisions and be decisive, then that would be hard to put Libra up in the mix with that. But when it comes to intelligence with people, when it comes to being fair-minded, when it comes to being level-headed and making the right decision and being accurate, nobody has accuracy like Libra. Libra is not the most hated sign. Gemini is the most hated sign. But with Libras are the most accurate out of all signs. And they know words. They're the most, even more than Gemini. Well, both, I can say this, both Libra and Gemini. Like, their articulation is beautiful. With Aries, Aries is intuitive too. All of the fire signs are intuitive in their own right, but with Aries, they be going too fast. The same way that Libra's accurate, Aries moves too fast. So they make a lot of mistakes. And they don't give a fuck. They about getting it done quickly. Moving on to the next thing. You said if Aries is going to be the theme, how would that affect you if you're Aries in the 7th and 8th house? What do you mean? If Aries is going to be the theme for what? When did I say that? Or just remind me what I said. With Moon opposite Venus, when you start to love yourself more and get more comfortable with you are, you'll get more comfortable in your relationships. You said if Aries is going to be the thing in 2025, how would that affect you if Aries in the 7th and 8th house? Who knows? I mean, your relationships, of course. Aries is in my 7th house, or legal issues, all kinds of stuff. But Jupiter will also be in Aries for the beginning part of next year. So you'll be fine. Or really, Jupiter will be in Aries for most of next year. Or for at least, yeah, for at least the first 6 months. So, I mean, there's all kinds of ways that could play out. This is you coming into your own in certain situations. Whether it be you coming into your own in relationships, or through conflict, bringing that out, or through certain things, or you like, there's all kinds of ways that Aries could play out with that. You have to see what's going on with everything else. Air, you nasty. I fucking hate Taco Bell. I miss Taco Bueno. And a lot of y'all don't know what Taco Bueno is unless you've been to Texas or you live in Texas. I don't know if they have Taco Bueno everywhere, but I fucking miss Taco Bueno. AKB727, you got to send me an email at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. and then we'll talk about prices. I don't really discuss my prices in the live. I can tell you about the services I offer, but you would have to email me, and then I'll send you a price list. And if you're talking about for consultations, then you need to ask specifically about consultations, and then I won't send you a price list about readings, and we'll talk about consultations. I've been to Rio Taquerias. Like they say, right? Taquerias. Is that how you say it? Taquerias. Or you say Taquerias. That's how in Texas say, hey, go down there to the Taqueria. Give me a carne asada burrito. You can't do that. Yeah. Yeah. Or they say burritos. In Texas, they say, you got one of them burritos? Barbacoa. Yeah. That's how they say it. Barbacoa. I know how to pronounce it. I'm talking about other people. I'm talking about how they talk in Texas. I'm from Texas, I know. Yeah, I went down there this morning and got me 3 burritos from Mi Gente. Yeah. Yeah. In my hometown, the best burritos come from La Popular. You go in the morning and it's going to be a line all the way down the block every morning, and somehow this bitch is still getting shut down. They have a block around the block. They have a line around the block every morning. But somehow these bitches is still on the verge of getting shut down every motherfucking week. The money ain't adding up, goddamn. The fuck is you doing, Emilio? But yeah. That's in West Texas. I'm from Abilene, Texas. I wouldn't even go back there to visit now unless I had to. But yeah, I'm from Abilene, Texas, baby. And she said they had a restaurant where they ordered through PVC pipe at the drive-thru. That's fucked up. Well, yeah. Want to get them burritos is a real thing there. Now they got some good. Here where I'm at now, they got a few good taco places, but it ain't live like Texas. I ain't gonna put that out there. I live in Narnia. All they sell in Narnia is Turkish delight. And you know that's how the White Witch got Edmund. All they sell around here is Turkish delight. You're right, I didn't have been stalked. I didn't already had to deal with the real life stalker. I would never share my location. And for y'all to know what I'm talking about, you have to read the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and actually be into books. Okay, that's what I was raised up on, is reading real books. So, the White Witch You a damn lie, Rosters. I have gotten stalked. You know what you talking about. I've dealt with a real life stalker several times, more than once, but a real dangerous one here recently. But yeah, in Narnia, on the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the White Witch got Edmund, the brother of Lucy and Peter and Susan, to turn on his brothers and sisters by feeding them Turkish delight and shit. But yeah, that was his favorite candy. This wasn't a crazy ex. This is somebody from one of these lives that is now blocked across this world, that got so infatuated that, you know, and then after getting a reading, like, they got so infatuated that they started stalking and doing crazy things that were threatening to me and my family. So it ain't got nothing to do with no ex. It was a chick from right here. Stop talking before we talk her up. She's probably watching right now where we fucking kick this shit back off. You done fucked up. I got Mars in my 8th house right now, so I don't need that shit. All bullshit to the side. But I did have to deal with somebody who got too infatuated, too obsessed because of these live sessions, and then started really being a menace to me and my family. What signs make good stalkers? Libras and Scorpios. Motherfuckers with a lot of Libra and a lot of Scorpio won't stalk your ass. Period. Now, Cancer might too. Cancer might too, because Cancer can't let go of shit. And Cancer doesn't know how to move on. But Libras, Scorpios, Cancers. Pisces might, but I doubt it. But, you know, if you say that, they might have to look at something else in their chart. But Libras, Scorpios, Cancers. People that got a lot of Libra and Scorpio together in their chart, and there's a lot of people like that, they tend to have some. Look, she said, we stalking now. This nigga a stalker. I know. Look, Low King, you're stalked like a motherfucker too. But yeah, it's not even, but y'all can get obsessed. More than stalking, people with a lot of Scorpio and Libra can get obsessed. See, Libra gets obsessed with situations. More than people, even though they love people, they get obsessed with situations. They want a situation with something. They want to, Scorpio gets obsessed with a person, making them feel there's a certain feeling or a depth of feeling that somebody made them experience, that it's something that is incredibly to them. So they have to go just get crazy about it. Like, and now that shit is dangerous, and this motherfucker wants to kill you, and like, man, just you want to taste it? Now, Scorpio can cause obsession too. Scorpio, just like Scorpio does that, Venus and Scorpio will stalk your ass. They can also make people be obsessed with them. People with Pluto in the 1st and Pluto in the 7th can have stalkers and have people going after them. You gotta know your limits. I'm telling you. I done had some motherfuckers looking for me in the daylight with a flashlight. You heard me? Rasta's world with Lilith and Pisces. Lilith and Pisces, you gonna run away anytime anything gets too serious or dangerous anyway. That's your first reaction to anything is dip out and disappear. So ain't alright. We can't even worry about you with Lilith and Pisces. You don't. That's probably why you don't understand stocking real a lot like that, because your ass, you are a magician. Like you are the queen of ghosting. You finna go ghost on everything and everybody. See, like I said, I got Lilith in Gemini in the 8th house. I got Mars in Capricorn. I got Pluto in the 1st house. I got Mars sextile to Jupiter. And anybody that knows anything about astrology for real should know that. So with Mars sextile to Jupiter, I got what they call a stalker maker. If you ain't never stalked before, I'll bring it up out of you. I'll make a stalker out of you. I got a crazy spoon. It's really more like a ladle. You know how you get that yogurt and it has the fruit at the bottom of the cup, and you see at the top it says fruit at the bottom of the cup. See, I'll get down in there and dig all that crazy up. Stir all that crazy up from the bottom of the cup, and now your ass is psychotic and you didn't even know it. No, I'm not stirring shit. I already got a crazy one. What sign do I think the god of dreams, the Sandman, is from Netflix? I love that show, except the new 11th episode, which was some weird shit. But I don't know. I wouldn't put him as a sign. Pisces maybe, but he's very autocratic, so. I mean, he would have to be a Pisces mythologically, but me assessing his character, he's very Capricornish, very Scorpio-ish. Very ruthless. And I would say very Saturnish and Capricornish because it's how skinny he is. But that could be Scorpio too, like Blue Boosie. Boosie, like when you look at Boosie and as black as Boosie is nothing but a Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon. And you can Google it, he is. And Boosie has the blackest heart. When you dealing with Boosie Badass, man, that's for real. That's Scorpio. That nigga emotional. That nigga be tripping. But yeah, the Sandman is probably a Scorpio or you know, some Scorpio and Pisces mixed together. You know, that type of shit. He's able to move between realms, so that would be some Pisces shit. What's the smartest Scorpio aspect? Mercury trine Pluto in Scorpio. So that would have to mean really Mercury in Pisces, really. Trine Pluto in Scorpio would probably be one of the smartest, some of the smartest people. Because they have an understanding of things, and they're also sharp. So I would look at one of those, some of those. Hey, I got about 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna have to go. I'll be back on Monday. On Monday. For show on Monday. Valerie said, you got Pluto in the 11th. Would you be an awesome cult leader with that placement? Yeah, maybe. That's definitely something that you're capable of. Or you could just be fucking around with all your friends. Hey, y'all need to get ready for practice. Does Saturn in Pisces affect creativity, or will it render it until 30 years when Saturn releases its restrictions? Saturn in Pisces, more than anything, more than it hurting your creativity, is it makes you depressed. It's football game time tomorrow. I'm ready for these niggas to hit something. I'm brimming. I'm ready for somebody to get popped. But what about your Saturn in the 10th house? Arlo Gucci, what's up with it? What about it? Doesn't Saturn release more blessings than Jupiter? No, Saturn teaches you how to bless yourself. Saturn doesn't release more blessings than Jupiter. Kind of like I tell y'all when I talk about Saturn in my videos. You know, when you look at Saturn, you look at that lesson that Jesus taught, where it was like, if I feed you a fish, then I will feed you for today. That's Jupiter. You blessed. Okay, you great. You're good. You're taken care of for today. But if I teach you to fish, you'll never be hungry again. That's Saturn. Now, when you say Saturn in the 10th is going to make you work hard till you're 40, I cannot say that. Saturn does well in the 10th. You're going to work hard no matter what. Saturn in the 10th is going to make you respected. And it's going to make you somebody who is of consequence, and you're somebody who is naturally somebody who people go, or really, you're a boss, basically. You're a boss. So, hey, I love y'all. I'm finna go. I gotta go to the restroom. I'll be back Monday. I appreciate your love and support. If you're interested in any readings whatsoever, don't get at me in my comments. Get at me in my email, which is mr.turner1300@gmail.com. I appreciate your love and support. Much love to the whole Vibe tribe. We'll be back.